Hello dear friends, welcome to PK classes and let us start the part 2 of October 2022 paper. And the first question for today is, who said the inverted pyramid styles has over standardized? Number 1, Professor William Metz. Number 2, Professor William Wilson. Number 3, Professor William John. Number 4, Professor William Hayes. So I hope you know what is inverted pyramid style of writing news. When we write the important part of the story first and then the less important details. Okay, so who said that this is over standardized? So it is said by Professor William Metz. Remember this as a fact. Next question is, which of the following is not suitable? I repeat, not suitable in 7 C's of communication. A. Consideration. B. Courtesy. C. Capture. D. Clarity. Use your common sense even if you do not know the 7 C's of communication. What are the qualities or elements of a good communication? So the right answer here is capture. Capture is not an element of 7 C's of communication. Let me tell you, the 7 C's stand for clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. For effective communication, you should remember these 7 C's. Okay. So the next question is, Gandhiji was the editor of newspapers. Number A 4, number B 6, number C 8, number D 10. How many newspapers or publications were edited by Gandhiji, in which he was the editor? So the correct answer is 4. During his lifetime, Gandhiji ran 4 publications, which were Indian Opinion, Young India, Navjeevan and Harijan. Okay, remember these 4. Next question is, the term of the members of the press council is of years. You have to tell the term of members of PCI. Number A 1, number B 2, C 3, D 4. So PCI is important from the examination point of view. Remember its structure, its formation, and the term of the members. Who are its members? Who can be its members? Who is the current chairman? Google all these details, okay? So the correct answer is 3. The term of members of PCI is 3 years. Next question is, who can lodge a complaint against a newspaper or journalist to the press council? A. Anybody. B. Somebody. C. General body. D. None of the above. So who can lodge a complaint against a newspaper or journalist to PCI? So correct answer is anybody. Generally, whenever such kind of question is asked, anybody can launch, any common person can approach, like for example, anybody can file an RTI. So like this, anybody can complain against a newspaper to PCI. Okay, so the next question is, who wrote the Dynamics of Mass Communication? Who wrote this book, The Dynamics of Mass Communication? Number 1, Joseph C. Dominic. Number 2, Joseph D. Dominic. Number 3, Joseph K. Dominic. Number 4, Joseph R. Dominic. Now it might be very confusing. If you have read the Wimmer and Dominic book of research in mass communication, maybe you are able to answer this question. So the correct answer is Joseph R. Dominic. Okay, remember this. The writer's name is Joseph R. Dominic, and he wrote the book The Dynamics of Mass Communication. Next is, quality of effective layout is A. Coordination, B. Adjustment, C. Distribution, D. Composition. I am assuming that you know what a layout is. In newspapers, what is a layout? The overall appearance of the newspaper, which font is to be used, how many columns, and which color. So what do you think it reflects? What it is a kind of, the answer is composition. So it should be well composed. A layout, effective layout should be well composed. Okay. Next question is, newspapers cannot be classified broadly on the basis of A. Size, B. Intensive coverage, C. Frequency. D. Language. On what basis you cannot classify a newspaper? So we can classify a newspaper on the basis of size, like we have tabloid and other regular papers which you see. Then C option, frequency, and how frequency means the distribution part, how many copies are being distributed in how many states or areas. D language, of course, there are Hindi newspapers, English newspapers, Marathi, Tamil, etc. So we cannot, but we cannot classify it on the basis of intensive coverage, what kind of coverage a newspaper is giving. So we cannot classify it on the basis of this. It was very easy question. So the next question is, which is not a kind of lead? A. Comprehensive. B. Contrast. C. Imagination. D. Blind identification. Lead in a newspaper, when you write a news story, then there's a lead is written which tells the important information about that story. So which is not a kind of lead? There are many types of lead. So which among these is not a kind of lead? So the correct answer here is comprehensive and imagination, because the answer is given as comprehensive, but imagination is also not a kind of lead. So both these are not a kind of lead. The many kind of leads are summary lead, anecdotal lead, descriptive lead, jinger, comparison, quote, question, direct address. Okay. uh, Sometimes questions can be confusing. So the next question is, a press run of a publication for one day is A. Edition, B. Imprint, D. Publication, C. Preprint. So which is run for a special day or for one day is called, in the previous March 2023 paper, I have discussed with you what is an imprint line we discussed. So this option cannot be true. Then D. Publication. The options are interchange. C should have come first. Anyway, publication is also not a publication is to publish. See, preprint also it is not a correct answer. So the correct answer is addition. In earlier days, what used to happen is, whenever some important news story happened, something of newsworthy happened, uh, generally what newspapers did was they issued a special edition, because we get a newspaper after 24 hours, but if some important event has happened, so earlier they used to uh, take out a special edition of their newspaper for one day, but now it is the time of digital media. They can update it on their digital platforms. Okay, so here the answer is addition. Next question is, the basic role of mass communication is A. Entertain, B. Mislead, C. Inform, D. It should be D. Communicate, E. Educate. So you can easily give the answer. It is very easy. If you see the option B, mislead, it cannot be the basic role of mass communication. So eliminate the option B and you can get the right answer. That is C, E and A. Entertain, then inform, and then educate. If you have read in your basic books, inform, educate, entertain, these are the basic roles of mass communication or mass media. Okay, inform, educate, entertain. Communicate can also be a part, but the basic role is these three, are said to be these three: inform, educate, and entertain. The next question is, as per the Shannon and Weaver model, dash is important. A. Mass communication, B. Sender, C. Public opinion, D. Receiver, E. Medium. Which of these options fit in the Shannon and Weaver model? So if you have read the models, there is a sender, there is a receiver, there is a medium. Okay, so the correct answer is B, D and E. Sender, receiver and medium. Mass communication and public opinion are not a part of Shannon and Weaver model. Okay. So next question is, the main role of misleading advertisement are. Read the question properly. Misleading advertisement. Main role of misleading. What if an advertising is misleading you? What it does is, A. Communicate, B. False statement, C. Promote the product, D. Confuse consumer, E. Refuse the right of purchaser. So it is very easy. B, false statement, confuse consumer, refuse the right of purchaser. Okay. So the correct answer is B, D and E. False statement, confuse consumer, refuse the right of purchaser. Communicate and promote the product. It is the main role of a good advertisement. Okay. It is very easy question. Next is, which of the following terms are not related with OTT platform, over the top platform? Which of these is not related to it? A, streaming, B, bleed, C, pay-per-view, D, equalizer, E, decibel. So A, you must be familiar with that OTT platforms. On OTT platforms, shows are streamed, live streamed or pre-recorded, but streaming take place. So A is should be included in the answer. Then, okay, try to get it. So the correct answer is B, D and E. Okay, it is asking which is not related to. So where we are seeing the option A, eliminate that option. Okay. Then bleed. Bleed is a part of print journalism in which if a photograph is bleeding, it is coming out of the margins, out of the designated place. Okay. So bleed cannot be true. Then equalizer and decibel are also not related to OTT platform. Pay-per-view, of course, how many views a show is getting, maybe according to that the producers or the makers get the revenue. Okay. Bleed is not definitely not a part of OTT platform. Okay, next question is Doob. It is a communication theorist. He was a communication theorist or media academician, has propounded basic principle of propaganda, which are the basic principles of propaganda which Doob has propounded. A, principle of intention, B, principle of mass society, C, principle of attitude, D, principle of persuasion, E, principle of balance. Okay, so the correct answer is, maybe you have not read about Doob and his basic principle of propaganda. So you can Google this. So the correct answer is principle of intention, attitude and persuasion. Okay, in propaganda we persuade and we intend to propagate our view or ideology, and principle of attitude is also included in this. Okay, so let us move to the next question. Skyline is A, it is after the sky. B, it is before the title of newspaper. C, it is a colored line. D, it is newspaper's style. E, it is ownership line of newspaper. So basically the skyline, the R. Gupta book has given the answer A, D and E. But I have searched it on internet and it is not. See, option A says it is after the sky. It is, I mean, it doesn't seem appropriate. It should be skyline it is a kind of headline, which is an important headline. If you know something very big has happened, for example, if a prime minister has died suddenly, or a terrorist have attacked the country, or something like this has happened, so the headline is placed above the masthead of the newspaper. It is called a skyline, which seems above all other content. So it is before the title of the newspaper. It is correct. It is a headline style actually, and it is a colored line. Maybe they can show a color line. So for this question, I mean, you must remember that skyline is a kind of headline which appears above the title of the newspaper. Only this, okay? These options are not like correct. I have searched it on internet. Okay. Which of the following are the market and advertising research? A, mindfulness research. B, pre-test message research. C, audience research. D, interpretation research. And E, positioning research. So, among the given options, which includes marketing and advertising research. When you are doing research for an marketing or advertising campaign, what kind of research do you do? So, if you read the options properly, mindfulness research. Mindfulness, it is not, it is a type of meditation, but not a type of research. I have not read such kind of research. But B option, so option eliminate option A. Then if you see pre-test message research, of course it can be true. The message that the advertising wants to propagate, we must pre-test that message. Okay, it can be the right answer. C audience research can happen. Then D interpretation research, we are not sure about that. But E positioning research, where should we position our product or advertisement so that it can get the right amount of attention. So it seems to be true. E. So B, C and E. So the correct answer is B, C and E. Pre-test message, audience and positioning research. So among the given options, these are the best answers for this question. Okay. So the next question is, which of the following are the strengths of mass society theory? Read all the theories properly. So strength of mass society theory, but you can also answer this with common sense. A. Draws attention to issues of media ownership. B. Speculates about important effects. C. Highlights important structural changes. D. Underestimates societal barrier. E. Is unsystematic. Generally, which are negative statements about a theory or model or something, they are wrong. Generally, they are wrong. So you can eliminate D and E. So the correct answer is, if you eliminate D and D, you get A, B and C. Okay. That's how sometimes you get the right answer. Draws attention to issues of media ownership, speculates about important effects and highlight important structural changes. Okay. So the next question is, the sequence of media production process is as follows: feedback, transmission, content preparation, production, planning. If you have read the media production process for print media, electronic media, or radio production, online production, or if even if you have not read that, try to apply some common sense, try to apply your mind. Whenever we do a thing, what we do is we plan that thing. So E should come first. Okay, and if you know that, then you can reach to the right answer. It is only given in the option 2. E. Then C. Content preparation. You prepare your content. Then D. Production. You do the production. Then you transmit that content by mass media. Then you get the feedback. So the correct option is 2. Okay. Sometimes just by knowing the starting point, you can get the answer. Okay. Next question is, which of the following are the sources of media information? Where you get the information from media? A. Audit Bureau of Circulation. B. Client. C. Sales Promotion. D. Annual Economic Survey. E. Syndicate Research. So media information हमें कहाँ से मिलती है? Of course, ABC, Audit Bureau of Circulation, which gives us information about how many copies are being circulated of a newspaper or a magazine. So we definitely get information about media from here. B. Client. How can we get any information about media from a client? So B. Eliminate option B. Okay. Then you can get a 50-50 chance. Then sales promotion. Not sound appropriate. Annual economic survey. Of course, whenever survey is done, we get some information about media. This seems to be true. Then syndicate research. Okay, so the correct answer here is A, D and E. Sales promotion also, I mean, if you are lucky, you can eliminate the option like sales. Through sales promotion, if you think about this, you cannot get any information about the media. So eliminate this option also. Then syndicate research, because you are not aware about syndicate research, so you might think it can be true or wrong. Okay, false. But this is the right answer. Syndicate research, or you can think like this, that if we are researching something, we are doing research on something, we can get information about media. So what is syndicate research? It is a type of study financed and executed by a market research company without being done for a particular customer. So in general, when we do research for the market, it is called syndicate research. So for example, through this research, we can find out which media is better for a particular product. So it gives information about the media. So it is correct. Okay. Next question is, the types of sampling are. If you have read the research part, you can easily answer this. In which there are two types of sampling: probability, non-probability. But it is generally asking, it is not asking us to differentiate between probability and non-probability. It is generally asking which among the given options are types of sampling. A. Quota sampling, B. Capacity sampling, C. Random sampling, D. Stratified sampling, E. Unstructured sampling. So if you see capacity sampling, we have never came across such a term. So eliminate option B. And if you eliminate this, you can get the right answer. But also the right answers are quota sampling, random sampling and stratified sampling. Read the research unit properly. Okay. Next question is Bonadelli admits that there are following barriers to people benefiting from today's information society. Today we know it is the age of information. We are there is explosion of information. But what are the barriers to people which prevents them from benefiting from this society, from information, from getting information? So A. Lack of information. B. Lack of basic computer skills. C. Barriers to user friendliness. D. Barriers to access, especially as these new media are expensive. E. Gap in the way the internet is used based on education. Okay, so if you read the options properly, see, lack of information, I'm saying there is an explosion of information. So A cannot be the right answer. Eliminate option A, then you are left with two options only, 50-50. Then if you see lack of basic computer skills, this seems to be true. If we are not familiar with the technology, we are left behind from accessing information. So B seems to be correct, and B option is given in only in 50-50 only A. So you can get the right answer like this. So the correct options are lack of basic computer skills, barriers to access, especially as these new media are expensive. Of course, people who can't afford the technology, they are left behind from getting information. Then E, gap in the way the internet is used based on education. I have already told you the knowledge gap hypothesis theory or knowledge gap theory. People who are educated, more educated, they can get access to the technology much faster than those who are less educated or who are not educated. Okay. Barriers to user friendliness. This is not true because these days technology is so user friendly. You know, we are able to do our things so easily. So it is not the correct answer. I hope what I'm telling you, you are comprehending it. Do tell me in the feedback, I mean comment section, give me your feedback. So next question is, members of the first press commission were T. Ramarao, A. R. Bhatt, P. K. Singh, J. Natarajan and T. N. Singh. I already told you that press commissions and press committees are important. At least the first press commission, remember who was the chairman, who were the members, okay? So the correct answer here is A. R. Bhatt, J. Natarajan and T. N. Singh, okay? These were the members of first press commission. Next question is, according to Marshall McLuhan, the hot medium is A. Television, B. Radio, C. Telephone, D. Movie, E. Photograph. This Marshall McLuhan's hot medium and cool medium concept is very important. So remember this concept. So here the correct answer is a hot medium. It is asking about hot medium. Correct answer is radio, movie and photograph. Let me tell you the concept. So print, photographs, radio and movies, they are hot media. Hot media are high definition. They are rich in sensory data in which we don't have to apply so much of our senses. In print, photograph, radio, movies, we have to apply only our one sensory organ. I hope you know that there are 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, tongue. Then we touch through our skin. Okay. Uh, uh, then this hot media is which focuses only on one sense. Like print, we see through our eyes. Photograph also. Radio focuses on our ears. Movies also. Like it is audio visual media, but it doesn't require us to think much about that. Like we understand what is being written or what is being shown. Then cool media is which requires us to pay much attention. Like they are low in definition, like speech, cartoons, telephone, television, because we have to focus more what the other person is trying to say, what it tries to convey. Okay, so the hot media are, I mean, you need to remember all these. Hot media, again I am repeating this: print, photographs, radio and movies. And cold media are speech, cartoons, telephone and television. Okay. So the next question is, in the research for categorical variable, you can construct line curve, bar charts, histograms, pie charts or trend curves. Read your research part again very carefully, very deeply also, because it is important. So the correct answer is bar charts, histograms and pie charts. Categorical variables are also called, they are also called qualitative variables, which can take on of a limited and usually fixed number of possible values. Earlier we studied about continuous variable, which could take any number of values from a range of values. But in categorical variable, it can only take a limited number of values, like race, sex. Say sex in either you are male, female, or third gender, or LGBTQIA. Okay, age group, we can't like go on infinitely. I mean, a person can be 100 years old or 110 years old, but not like beyond that. Educational level, it has also a limit. So these are categorical variables. And in categorical variables, what we draw is bar charts, pie charts, histogram, like these. Okay. Next question is, public relations communication should be based on A. Reporting, C. Events, B. Truth, D. Knowledge, and E. Full information. So you can easily tell this. What public relations, a PR communication should be based on, what it tries to convey is, uh, for example, it tries to convey, want to give the full information about its client. It may be which may be an individual or organization, etc. So okay, so full information, it will tell you the truth. Truth is the basic component of PR communication. Then if you see reporting is not a part of PR. Reporting is done by journalists, it is not the work of PR professional. So you can eliminate option A. And as I told you, full information and truth, it is also true. So like this you can reach to the right answer. So the right answer is truth, knowledge and full information. Okay, truth, knowledge and full information. Next question is, following systems are used while writing a bibliography in the social sciences. See, in research, when we give the references, we follow some style. Like here in our department or in our university, we follow APA, American Psychological Association. Many universities may differ in, they may require different bibliographic style. So these are the given options, tell you about the bibliography options. So which is not a part of, which is of the following is not a system of bibliography or references. First is American Psychological Association, B. Oxford system, C. Harvard system, D. McGraw-Hill system, E. Western Association system. So if you have read the research book properly, you can easily tell this answer. And even if you apply little common sense, then C. APA, as I told you, you must know this. Then B. Oxford, it seems to be true. It is a big university, so it can develop its own system. Harvard system also. But this McGraw-Hill system and Western Association system, they don't seem to be true. So the correct option is A, B and C. Okay. Next is, which are the benefits of hypothesis design in research? A. It works as a basis for past knowledge. B. Provide direction for a study. C. Eliminate trial and error research. D. It is not helpful to draw specific conclusion. E. Rule out intervening and confounding variables. So try it. If you know what a hypothesis is, it is an educated guess or a statement about a research. Okay. So A option, it works as a basis for past knowledge. It is not true, because it is the work of a review of literature. From the basis of review of literature, we can form a basis of past knowledge. So eliminate option A and you can reach to the right answer. Okay, B, C and E. It provides direction for a study, eliminate trial and error research, and rule out intervening and confounding variables. Okay, and as I have told you that generally which are negative statements, they are wrong. It is not helpful to draw specific conclusion. Okay. Okay, dear friends, with this it's a wrap. We will discuss the rest of these two questions and the third part of October 2022 paper in our next video. Okay, till then, take care. And if you find the content helpful, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.